there, Wargamers! This is Alex from our Wargame, and we're here with another battle report, our first ever Age of Sigmar themed. I'm here with Christian, a good friend of mine. What have we known each other, 3 years or something now?
Yeah, started out with some card games, and
yeah,
we both thought that was irritating by having to buy the new stuff all the time.
Yeah.
So we changed it to board games.
Yeah, mini war games, definitely. So today we have for you a 1250 point battle report with Age of Sigmar. Christian is bringing his Legion of the First Prince, and I am bringing my Ossiarch Bonereapers. This is my first game ever with this faction, and it is of course Christian's first game with Be'lakor as a model. So in a few moments we're going to take you through our army lists, then we're going to go through the battle plan we're going to play, and then let's get started. So what I have for you today is 1180 points of Ossiarch Bonereapers of the Null Myriad faction. This is Arkhan The Black's own legion, so I thought it would be fitting seeing as I'm bringing Arkhan. The Null Myriad all negate spells on 5-up that target them if I want to, and this accounts for both regular spells and endless spells, so they're pretty good. My Warlord is going to be a Liege-Kavalos, and he is going to have the Baleful blade that allows him to auto-wound on all hits, non-negatable wounds. And he is going to have the Unsettling and Sinister Warlord trait, which is... the enemy subtracts 1 from all hit rolls against him in melee, and they lose 1 bravery point when they're within 3 inches of him, so he is pretty good at clearing out melee units. Then we have good old Arkhan The Black, who in Ossiarch Bonereapers army know all of their spells. That means he knows Mortal Contract, Empower Nadritie weapons, Reinforced Battle Shield, Protection of the Gas, Drain Vitality, and Arcane Command, as well as those posted on his war scroll. I'd like to apologize for not having him based. I painted all of these within the last 6 days. And so I kind of forgot to do his base, but I did do all of the rest of them. For my first Battleline choice, we needed 2, since this is a Vanguard style fight. I do have 5 Kavalos Deathriders with the Mortek Hekatos and Necrophoros, and they all have Nadritie blades. My other choice is a unit of 20 Mortek Guard, and I am definitely getting more of these. 2 of which have the Soulcleaver Greatblades, which I'm now starting to learn isn't very smart. But we'll see how it goes. We have the Necrophoros as well, and the Mortek Hekatos in the middle. Final unit for me is going to be in the other regiment. We have 3 Necropolis Stalkers, 2 of which have the Greatblades, and the all equipped with the Falchions. That's it for my Null Myriad. I think my tactic is to rush up and not die, because apparently these guys are supposed to be very, very tanky. We'll see if that actually works out. For auxiliary objectives, I've taken Territorial, which I complete by holding the same objective 2 turns in a row. I think that's going to be quite easy with the battle plan you'll see in a moment. And for the other one, I've chosen Cornered. So if I can get 2 of my units within 3 inches of one of Christian's heroes, I score that one. So that's going to be a pretty easy one to do as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Legions of the First Prince. Quick edit, because I'm 1180 points and Christian is more than me, I have the Indomitable Triumph, which allows me to reroll save rolls for 1 phase for 1 unit in this game. I'll let you know when I pop it. 150 points of Legions of the First Prince. Christian, what are you packing?
My Warlord is a Verminlord Warpseer, a powerful spellcaster. I don't have to pick any spell for this list, because they only have 1 spell in the entire army. So pretty easy to choose that. But he has the Primordial Commander that make me get +1 on summoning. So instead of summoning on a 10+, I summon on a 9+. And he got Armor of the Pact. I can reroll save rolls made for him by when my opponent attacks with melee weapons.
So it's this nice, they have like about the same things. Nice.
Yeah. Then I have a Be'lakor.
Be'lakor.
Of course, when I play Legion of the Dark Prince, I have to play Be'lakor. It's the new model. I love him a lot. He was quick painted this yesterday, so not entirely finished.
Yeah, we'll get on the details later.
Yeah. And of course, he's got all his normal stuff and nasty things, so I hope he can kill some of Alex's army.
I should hope so for 360 points.
Yes.
Yeah, your battle lines, you have a bit of everything, right?
Yeah, I choose to make a more themed army than the most powerful I could build. So I have 10 Daemonettes, 10 Nurglings, and 10 Plaguebearers, not Nurglings, and 10 Bloodletters.
Yeah.
Then I put it in 10 Brimstones and 10 Blue Horrors.
Yeah, that's a lot of different units right there.
And I also had 60 extra points, so I put it in the Gymnics Endless Spells. Because I have some spellcasters and not a lot of spells to choose between, so some Endless Spells would be pretty good in this army.
Definitely. What's your strategy?
Try to keep you away from the objectives with my units. So try to make a ring around it with units, and then keep 2 of the objectives myself by my big bosses. So
Yeah,
hopefully it's work.
It's a good battle plan for the amount of heroes we have. You'll see that in a moment, guys. Anywho, that's the 2 armies. We'll go ahead and go over the battle plan. Oh, Christian, your auxiliary objectives.
Oh yeah, it's the cornered as Alex choose.
Get 2 units in with one of my heroes.
Yeah, and the invaders, because having more units on the opponent's area is than my opponent have on my area should be possible for my army.
Yeah, definitely. So that's the armies, that's the auxiliaries. Let's go to the rest of the battle plan. For this battle, we are playing the 3 places of power. I think it's from the core rulebook of Age of Sigmar. 3 objectives, 1 in the center, 1 each to 18 inches to left and right. We get points for having heroes close to these, and that's why we think this is a pretty balanced map we rolled for here, because we both have only 2 heroes and some troops to keep the rest of the objectives safe. We are playing on a 40k sized map. We're playing on a smaller map than usual for Age of Sigmar. This is 60 inches by 44 inches, mainly because we didn't have a table big enough. And also we think that the 6 by 4 feet is a bit much for 1,000 Vanguard style deployment. For terrain pieces, the Bone Scythe Nexus has been set up over here. We have the very old school Dragon Throne that Christian actually got for us here, that I painted up in the last week. We have these craters, which will be difficult terrain. And we have a couple of old ruins, and these are really old. They were bought like 16 years ago. We have some Citadel Azurite ruins over here. And we have a Warcry set down here. This terrain feature over here is Bravery increasing. The one down here is Healing. This one is Healing as well. We've marked this with tokens. This one is Commanding, so that's pretty good for Christian. Very, very bad for me. And this one is Deadly, which none of us wants. So we'll see if any of us actually approach this. We decided to not do terrain feature abilities for these smaller ones, because they're already sort of just being difficult terrain and such. We're playing in the realm of Shai-Ish, which means they also all have nullification, so if a hero stands within it, they can dispel spells. It also means we can both cast Ripples of the Necroquake with our wizards. And I think that's about it, right? Yeah, and we get access to the Amethyst Aura command ability, which I don't think will come into play at all. Let's go ahead and roll off for deployment. For this match, I'll be using yellow dice with black spots, and Christian will be using black dice with white spots. So rolling off for choosing table sides. 1, 2. Which one do you want?
I, of course, want the one with the...
With the commanding on.
Yeah.
That's good, because I wanted this one. So I'm happy with that. Going ahead and deploying, and then we'll get right back. I finished deploying first, so let's go over my deployment. I placed down my Liege-Kavalos here, my Deathriders over here, Mortek Guard here, Arkhan, and then the what are they called? Necropolis Stalkers over here. Christian, you placed your Plaguebearers down here.
Yeah.
With Be'lakor?
Yes, with Be'lakor to try to screen for him.
Yep.
Then Daemonettes to run in and try to screen the centrum piece with the Bloodletters after them. My general here, so I can get a command point in turn 1.
Here, from the commanding.
And all the horrors over here to try to screen this one.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes. I deployed first, so I get to pick who goes first, and I picked the Christian takes turn 1.
Yes.
Because I sort of want to get that double turn.
Yeah.
At the beginning of Battle Round 1, I gain 3 Relentless Discipline points, I think they're called. 2 for having a Liege-Kavalos, and 1 for having Arkhan, 1 for each hero. Then I roll 5 dice, and for each 5 up, I think it is, I get another Relentless Discipline point. 5 ups, I get 2, so I have 5 Relentless Discipline points for the first Battle Round. We're now moving into Legions of the First Prince, turn 1. Good luck.
Yes.
Continuing Christian's hero phase, we just learned that we've made some errors in this building. Luckily, we're still in turn 1, so we can easily fix it.
Yeah. I found out that he can't summon because he's not have any demon keywords. So it's stupid to give him our command ability that give him command traits that give him the ability to.
Yeah. So Be'lakor is going to be your leader and have his command trait instead, right?
There's an ability in the Legion that says in the battleship phase, I can heal any units of the 4 core units of different
Demons? Yeah.
demons and Furies, but I don't play Furies today.
Yeah.
So.
And now that's fixed, let's move on with your hero phase. Hero phase, casting some spells, Christian. What are you casting?
My Skaven Verminlord here wants to cast the spell of the first prince, the command of, I can't remember the name, but it's in the book of, and it's go off on Earth 8+.
8+?
Sadly not.
Nope, no casting.
Then he wants to cast the Mystical Shield on the Daemonettes.
Yeah, Mystic Shield on the Daemonettes.
Because that's what I can cast the spells. I think it's go off on a...
Yeah, on a 10? Yeah,
10,
that's Mystic
yes.
Shield. So they get, what, reroll save rolls? +1 save rolls?
Yeah, on 1. Save rolls on 1.
Yeah, reroll save rolls of 1. Good. Any other spells?
No, because I am out of range of all my other spells I can cast, sadly.
Yeah.
So he have a 27 range spell, but I didn't measure good enough in the start of the game. So
And we start very far from each other, right? Because our deployment zones are 12 inches from the center, so we can like literally not reach each other. Like Arkhan couldn't have dispelled any of this either. So that's the good part. Moving into your movement phase, I think.
yes, I will do it now.
We'll see you on the other side. It's the end of the movement phase, turn 1 for the Legion of the First Prince. Christian, where did you go and what did you do?
I run with everything except the big heroes.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit disappointed on my dice rolls, but that's the game.
Yeah.
I think I roll a 5 on the highest and mostly 2s and 3s. So, but all my core units ran forward.
Yeah.
Coming up and trying to screen and going to go into the opponent's field.
Okay, so you ran with everything, so no shooting?
No shooting. I didn't run with these two because I still want them a little bit behind. I already also have one more roll in the end because I have a summoning ability.
Summoning rolls.
So I have to roll 10 or more.
13, you get to summon.
Yes. And none of them is the same, so I take no damage.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I will summon some pink horse.
Pink. And so the pink horrors have been summoned on the objective. That's pretty nasty.
Yeah. It's 12 from the hero casting, summoning, and 9, more than 9 from any enemy.
Yeah.
So
that seems about right then, with 12 to migrate.
and that gives me some shooting.
You have shootings. Moving into the shooting phase for the Legions of the First Prince. Shooting phase, what are you shooting at, Christian?
I have my 5 pings here.
Yeah.
4 of them can hit this unit of guards. The last one is a little bit too far away, so he shoots on these instead.
Okay, firing at the guards. What are you hitting at? What are you wounding
5
at?
5 plus 4 plus. So
5 plus 4 plus. Roll them away.
So this one is 0 because of...
Yeah, it's crooked. Yeah.
There. So I hit with...
1,
3.
2, 3.
Yes. Wounding on 4 plus.
Wounding on a 4.
Yes. So 1 wound.
1 wound. Saving on force for the Mortek guard. Saved.
Leader here shooting on these.
Leader shooting on the Kavalos Deathriders.
Yes. 1 hit.
1 hit.
Wounds. Yes.
Wounding. Saving on a 4. Nope.
They take 1 damage.
1 damage, going down to 2 wounds. Moving into the charge phase. Christian needs 12 inches to reach this one.
Yes, I think I can do it with honor and 11.
Oh, actually you need more. You can't actually make it. You have to move through the difficult terrain. So
Yeah.
measuring up, he makes the charge on a 12. That's not a 12.
No. Just trying.
Just trying. Anything else for turn 1, Christian?
No, that was my turn 1.
No points, no battle shock. Moving into Ossiarch Bonereapers turn 1. Also, at the beginning of my hero phase, the Bone Ties Nexus is casting Punishment of Agony on the Daemonettes. On a 2 plus, they now have -1 to all hit rolls until my next hero phase. At the start of my hero phase, Be'lakor is going to use his one-time per game ability on Arkhan The Black, attempting to stop him from doing anything. In each phase, Christian is going to roll a die. On 3 plus, Arkhan can't do anything in that phase.
In hero phase, a 4. So
A 4, no spellcasting for Arkhan this turn.
no spellcasting, no command abilities, nothing for the hero phase.
Moving into my movement phase then. It's the end of my movement phase. Let's go over what I did. The Necropolis Stalkers moved over here. Arkhan couldn't do anything, so he's stuck right there. My Mortek guard used Relentless Advance for 1 Relentless Discipline point and is now standing here. The Liege-Kavalos is standing here. He moved, and these used a Relentless Advance points as well to get all the way up here. Moving into my charges, we'll see what happens. Charging with the Necropolis Stalkers. They can charge 10 inches. Let's see where they go. Stalkers made it to cut off the Plaguebearers from this point. I think that's going to be pretty important, but we'll see. Now charging the Mortek guard. And that's a crooked die. Let's see here, we get a 3. This one can make contact, because we pre-measured that, so they make it. Charging with the Kavalos Deathriders. On a 7, we'll see how far they go. The Deathriders made it into the Daemonettes, and they're going to spend a Relentless Discipline point on Deathrider Vetch. I roll 5 dice, because I have 5 model. For each 6 up, 5 up? 5 up? Yeah, for each 5 up, the Daemonettes gain a mortal wound. 5 up mortal wounds, 2 mortal wounds for the Daemonettes.
I am the Legion of the First Prince, so I have, when I allocate a wound, I can save on also mortal wounds. I can save on a 6 plus.
6 plus saves. No saves. 2 Daemonettes die. Nice. And the Liege-Kavalos is charging the Pink Horrors. He gains an 11. Wow, we'll see if he can actually go further then. Let's see what happens. And he makes it to here. I've tried to push him as close to the Pink Horrors as he can while still blocking off the area over here. Moving into the fight phase for the Ossiarch Bonereapers. First fight of the fight phase, I'm choosing to fight with my Liege-Kavalos, who is my warlord, and his blade means that all of his attacks, when they hit, auto wound and cannot be negated. So let's have a look at his profile here. 3 attacks with his Commander's Blade, and if he hits with these, they auto wound, no saves. Hitting on 3s. All 3 auto wound, that's 2 damage apiece, 6 damage.
Yes.
And no saves.
I still have my...
Nope, no saves, no negates, that's the relic.
Okay, 6 wounds.
6 wounds.
I get blue horrors.
Yeah, but you lose pink ones. Oh, well, you look at that. All of the pink horrors became blue horrors and a brimstone because I think you also lost the blue horror in the process,
Yes.
right? Yeah, you lost because of how damage application worked.
They have the split ability, and that's why I think it's, in my opinion, it's my favorite unit. So
yeah, now he's attacking with his shield because he has a shield attack. Hitting on 3s. It hits. Wounding on 4s. No wounds. He has 6 attack with his hoofs, teeth, and barbed tails of his mount. Hitting on 3s. Oh, that could have gone a bit better. Wounding on 3s as well. Wow, that's a good horse. Oh, look at that. That sucked. Rend 1.
So no normal save because they only have 6+.
Yeah.
But I have the demon save on a 6. No.
On a 6? Nope.
So my turn to choose something to attack with. The Plaguebearers.
Yeah.
So they are piling in here beautifully.
I am going to spend my Triumph here. For Indomitable, I get to reroll all of their save rolls. Because I'm probably going to forget my Triumph if I don't use it early in the game. So the Stalkers reroll their save rolls in this phase.
Yes, super.
How many can reach? 7?
7.
7 can reach.
That's not the most impressive here.
Nope, 2 hits.
Yes.
Wounding on 3s.
Yes.
1 wound. Any rent?
No.
Saving on 4s, re-rolling. Re-rolling! Nope. Waste of it. How much damage?
1.
1 damage to the Necropolis Stalkers for this fight. Fighting with my Kavalos Deathriders. First they're going to pile in and then we proceed to fighting. 16 attacks with their Nadritie blades into the Daemonettes. And if 16 attacks wasn't enough against these, how many are there? 4, 7? Each hit of roll of 6 generates 2 additional hits.
Ew.
Yeah. Or is it 2 hits? No, just 2 hits, so 1 additional hits. Okay, so we're hitting on 3s. 1, 2. That's 3 additional hits. And some additional there. There we go. Those are the 3 additionals. Wounding with all of these on 4s. That's pretty good as well. That's a hit. Misses, misses, misses. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 saves for you at -1 rend.
I'm a demon. Oh, I am demon, so I have a 5+ normally.
So you have a 6-up save.
5?
6-up saves.
5 dice, right?
Yep, 5 dice.
So I save 1.
4 damage.
I have my extra saves as a...
Yeah, feel no pain?
Yes.
6-up, feel no pain.
Nothing.
Nothing.
So 4.
4 die. Then we are moving into their hoofs and teeth. We have 5 mounts with 2 attacks each. So that's 10 attacks. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s with the mounts. That could have gone a tiny bit better. Oh, that's actually half. I think that's okay. Yeah. And wounding on 3s. All but 1 wound. 4 saves at no minus. 5 up saves.
5 up save.
1 makes it.
Yes.
And then 3 feel no pains at 6.
Yeah.
1 makes it. 2 die. So you have 2 Daemonettes left.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna run away at the end of the turn.
Probably.
Yeah, definitely. Oh damn. Getting smashed.
I think I have a ability that can save them. But
Yeah. We'll see. Do you have... where do you want to fight next? The Daemonettes or the Horrors?
I think the horrors want to fight.
Horrors are fighting. It's fighting time. Where the Horrors going?
I piled in a very, very weird way. But so I have most possible attacks. I think I have 4 blue horrors can attack there, and I have 2 brimstones and a blue horror that can attack this. They have 2 attacks each, the brimstone, and 1 attack each for the blue horse. And I have 1 attack on them, just in case of that should ever be our thing.
Yep.
And they are hitting on 5+ and wounding on 4+. No rend or anything like that.
And that's both the blues and the brimstones?
Yeah, same stats.
Same stats, okay, easy to remember.
Yes. I take the 4 on the...
Liege-Kavalos first. Yeah, hitting on 5s, wounding on 4s.
1.
1 hits. Yes. Wounding on 4s.
So, nothing.
Nope.
And the attacks on the guards.
On the Mortek guards. And I don't have shield wall up.
1 hit.
1 hit.
Yeah. Normally they are
wounding
just...
on what force? Force. There's a wound. Any rend?
Nothing.
Saving on force. I'm just gonna use your die. Yeah, there we go. No save. 1 damage. And Mortek guard dies. No.
On these.
1 attack on the Kavalos Deathriders.
Nothing.
Nothing happens.
Yes.
My turn to pick a fight. Once I got finished piling in, I have 11 attacks with their Nadritie blades and a total of 4 attacks with their Soulcleaver Greatblades. I make sure to get those in there. The Nadritie blades first, we have a total of 23 attacks reaching in, 2 per model plus 1 for the Hekatos. And they have exploding 6s as well, so hit rolls of 6 scored an additional hit. Hitting on 3s. And let's zoom out because this is a big pile of dice. Let's see if we can do this. Hitting on 3 6s are additional hits. 1, 2 additional hits. And then just remove everything that isn't 3. Above. Oh, that's a pretty decent roll. That's a very good roll, actually. Yeah. And I had 3 6s. Yes. 1, 2, 3. No, 2 6s. 2 6s. Oh, there's one there. Yeah. 3 6s. There we go. Rolling on 4s at rend 1. And then I just fail all the wounds. Nope, there are a decent enough amount of this. That's pretty decent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rolls at -1 rend for the horrors.
For the horrors, they have a 6+ save, so nothing.
Yeah, 6 of feel no pain.
How many was it?
7.
7. Come on, save 1 or 2. Come on. I saved 1.
You save 1, so that's 6 damage.
6 damage.
Returning after he has removed models and set up new ones. So this is what it looks like after the 6 damage has been allocated. Now we have 4 attacks from the Soulcleaver Greatblades. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s and rend 1. I'm missing half. And wounding both. Rend 1, so 2 up feel no pains. 2 6 up feel no pains. Wow, you make it! Nice! Yes. No use for the Greatblades. Moving on to fighting for the the 2 Daemonettes over here. Yeah. What are they gonna do? Pile in and strike.
Pile in and strike. They have 1 attack each.
1 attack each.
And earn extra for the allure.
Hitting on 6s because they have -1 to hit.
Oh, they normally have 4+.
Okay, hitting on 5s.
Yeah.
1 hit and a crooked die. A reroll? Nope. 1 hit.
That has been good with...
Yeah, that would have been good.
Wounding on 4s.
Wounding on 4s.
Nothing.
No wounds. Stalkers into the Plaguebearers, and we forgot to mention earlier that their Quartrock aspects, I've chosen to reroll my wound rolls. I could actually have improved the random damage. Do I want that instead? No, I did choose rerolling wound rolls. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s with the... no, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s with the Dread Falcons first. So, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s, rerolling. Rerolling. 2 saves at -2.
So I normally have a 5+ save, so no save, but
5 of feel no pain.
5 of feel no pain because it's Nurgle models.
That's a crooked.
Sadly, no.
4 damage, 2 apiece.
Oh, I have to re-roll for each.
Oh yeah, you have to roll for each damage. You roll another 2 dice.
Yes.
Just roll another 2. Any 6s? Oh, you actually made those. Yeah, so 2 damage.
2 damage.
2 damage in total. And then we have 10 attacks with the Spirit Blades, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, rend 1, damage, run. Damage 1, not run. So, 3s. That's pretty good. And wounding on 3s, re-rolling. Well, I only need to re-roll 1.
And
yeah, it's on the terrain, but it's not crooked.
Yes, super.
You definitely see where it is. Okay, so there we go.
Any rend?
Yeah, round 1. So you're saving on 6s.
6s first.
6 at first.
Nothing.
Nothing saved. Well, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage.
Yes, and
6 feel no pains. Or 5 plus. Make 2.
So 4 damage.
4 damage. In my Battle Shock step, the horrors absolutely drastically fail and are now gone. The Plaguebearers and Daemonettes succeed. Christian paid a command point to succeed with Inspiring Presence on the Daemonettes because Be'lakor, the general, is within range. The Plaguebearers regain, what, 1 model?
1 model from the ability of
Of Be'lakor?
Yes.
Yeah. And the Daemonettes didn't get anything back.
Sadly, I hope they got 1 or 2 back.
Okay, so at the end of the battle round, I get 1 victory point. Actually, at the end of my turn, I get 1 victory point for holding on to this one, bringing the score to 1-0 for the Ossiarch Bonereapers at the end of turn 1. Now we're gonna roll off to see who gets to take first turn next. 6.
And 4.
Do I want that double turn? I do, don't I? I want the double turn, yeah. I'm picking the double turn, I go next. Coming up next, Ossiarch Bonereapers, turn 2. Christian, how are you feeling about how things are panning out so far?
I'm a little bit afraid of the double turn. I found out that in Be'lakor's special once per turn rule, it's a until my next hero phase.
Yeah, so we still have to keep rolling for Arkhan.
Yeah,
To
so
see if
that
he's
gives
actually
you
going to
a
go.
double arc. Hopefully double turn without Arkhan on the board.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Coming up, let's see what goes. Okay, so in my hero phase, I go up to 5 of my Relentless Discipline points because I made a pretty good roll once again. Be'lakor failed to keep Arkhan shackled for this, so there's spellcasting coming up. And I think that's about it. It is. I'm going to start off by casting Empower Nadritie weapons with Arkhan The Black on my Deathriders. This will allow them to score additional hits with their Nadritie weapons on 5-ups instead of 6-ups when they're attacking. So it has a casting value of 5. He has a plus 2, 7, 9. It goes off. So these have exploding 5s now in the fight. So Curse of Ages on the Daemonettes. Casting value of 6, so I need a 4. Definitely getting that on a 9. Do you want a Dispel?
Yes.
9 up? You didn't.
No.
Nope. So it goes off. I roll 10 dice. And for each 5 up, they take a mortal wound. 5. 10. Each 5 up generates a mortal wound. 2 mortal wounds. And I'm not done yet, because now I roll these 2 dice, and on a 4 up, they generate mortal wounds. Both of them generate mortal wounds. We're at 4 mortal wounds. Now I roll them again. On a 3 up, they generate mortal wounds. Oh. 1 more. 5 mortal wounds. I roll this again. On a 2 up, I generate mortal wounds. 6. Reroll again. And nothing. So that's 6 mortal wounds. 6 saves at 6 for their feel no pain.
I saved 2, but
Fail 4.
and it was the Daemonettes, right?
Daemonettes are gone. Final roll for Arkhan is going to be coming up in just a moment. Arkhan's final spell for the turn is Reinforce Nadritie Shields on the Mortek Guard. On a 6+, they will receive a 5-up feel no pain against all types of wounds. 5 up, 6 up. That's a 12. You can't unbind that.
I can unbind that, yes.
There we go. And that's it for my hero phase. Moving into movement. Would you like to roll for Arkhan while you're at it?
He can move.
He cannot move. There we go. Movement coming right up. End of my movement, and we're summing up. First of all, we forgot to mention that the Bonetype Nexus is giving these Bloodletters a -1 to their hit rolls on a 2+. Goes off. Okay, so summing up, my Liege-Kavalos has remained right here because he's standing well, graving me points. The Mortek Guard have used Relentless Advance to go over here. Deathriders have moved over here, ready to charge into Be'lakor, hopefully. And these Stalkers are remaining here. Arkhan couldn't move. Moving into shooting, which there's none of, and charging with the Mortek Guard first. 11, I think they'll move quite fine.
Yeah.
After charging, the Mortek Guard are standing very, very close, all of them in range to attack the Bloodletters. This is going to be a Bloodletter bath. Sorry for that one. The Kavalos Death Chargers are going into Be'lakor. On a 6, they definitely make it, and I'm going to spend a Relentless Discipline point to inflict mortal wounds. Perhaps. Need a total of 5 dice, and on a 5 up, he takes a mortal wound. 1 mortal wound. And now we're moving in. After the Christian has checked up the saves, I'll just move in the meantime.
I have my feel no pain.
Feel no pain.
Wobbly.
Wobbly.
Yeah,
Go.
A 4, so he takes 1 more wound.
Going down to 13, right?
I can do this.
Yeah.
I can choose another unit taking damage for him on a 4+. I mean,
Yeah, on a 4+, how close does it have to be?
within. Choose 1 friendly unit within 9 of Be'lakor.
Within 9, I think
Not
these might
wholly
actually be
within?
within 9. Just within, yeah, of course not wholly within, that would be hella stupid.
Oh, the Bloodletters maybe.
The Bloodletters? The Bloodletters in range?
Yes, the Bloodletters is in range, but they are also, yes.
Okay, so the damage goes to the Plaguebearers.
Yeah. So on a 4+, the Plaguebearer takes the mortal wound instead of him.
Yep. They do. Plaguebearers takes a mortal wound.
And this guy dies.
Yep. Moving into the fight phase for the Ossiarch Bonereapers. I'm choosing, of course, to fight with the Kavalos first. At the beginning of the combat phase, the Liege-Kavalos is using a Relentless Discipline point to give them Endless Duty, +1 to the attack characteristics of all their weapons. Yeah, so first we have 21 attacks with their Nadritie blades against Be'lakor. 5 explode into additional hits. This Be'lakor is probably going to take a bit of damage here, but we will see. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. And 6s explode into 5s explode into additional hits.
Yeah.
That's a lot of hits.
You hit on 4?
I hit on 3s, wound on 4s. So these over here are all additional hits. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 additional hits. And then we have the regular hits. This one's crooked over, but it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I literally gained 2 attacks. Wounding on 4s. Oh, that's so bloody. Yeah, this is... Oh boy, you're gonna need some saves, bro. There you go. That's, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 saves for you at Rend 1.
Be'lakor has his shadow form, so he ignores Rend.
He ignores Rend. Saving on what, 3s?
4.
Saving on 4s.
So first we try to save.
Saving on 4s.
That's a good number of saves.
That's a pretty decent number, yeah. And then you have a Feel No Pain.
I want to send the damage over here.
With, how much did that cost? Is it just all of it you can do that with?
Yes.
Check. We're electing to speed roll it on a 4+, the damage goes into the Plaguebearers instead. 2 wounds go into the Plaguebearers.
Yes.
So those we move over here for their Feel No Pain in just a moment.
Yes, and his Feel No Pain is on a 6+, sadly.
6+ Feel No Pains. He makes 1, he takes 4 damage.
Yes.
Coming up next, the Hooves and Teeth.
No, wait, the saves for...
Oh, saves for the Plaguebearers.
On a 5+.
5+ is Feel No Pain. Nope.
There's dying 2 Plaguebearers.
2 Plaguebearers go down. Hooves and Teeth for the horses. 3 apiece, that means 15 Hooves and Teeth. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s against Be'lakor. Hitting on 4s. That's pretty decent. They don't have Nadritie or anything, so they're just like hooves. Wounding on 3s. That's a pretty good roll. 5 saves coming up.
Again?
4 up to relocate to the Plaguebearers.
So first his normal save.
No, oh yeah, first his normal save, of course. Yeah.
And he saved 2.
He saves 2 of them. And you want to try to allocate these 3 to the Plaguebearers?
Yes.
Yeah.
I allocate 2 of them to the Plaguebearers.
Okay, save for Be'lakor on a 5+.
6+.
6+. He saves.
And for the Save both.
Wow, that's nice.
Yes.
Christian is fighting with the Bloodletters first. I think that's a pretty good choice since these Plaguebearers are only 2 against these Necropolis Stalkers. There's no way they're going to live. He's in the business of piling in. I do have Shield Wall up, so I'm down to 2 Relentless Discipline points. And with Shield Wall I get to reroll all of my saves. And I also have the 5-up Feel No Pain from the Empowered Shields of earlier. They're going to be pretty beastly to take down, I think. So, coming up with the attacks from the Bloodletters into the Mortek guards. How many attacks?
10 plus 1 for the leader.
10 plus 1 for the leader, so 11 attacks into the Mortek guard. 6 explode into mortal wounds.
Yes, and I hit on 4.
Hitting on 4s, and there are no more wounds.
Yes, sadly not. It's a very, very bad attack, this one.
Yeah, you're just short of good.
Yeah.
Wounding on
3s.
Wounding on 3s.
And have... Wow.
1
and
wound.
Have rend 1.
Saving on 5s. No save.
So.
Deathless Warrior saving on a 6. Saved!
So, I'm dead.
No damage dealt to the Mortek guard.
Yeah.
And that was it for your fighting?
Yeah.
With them? Okay, then I'm fighting with the Necropolis Stalkers over here.
Yes.
Quarter aspects are active again, once again with the Destroyer aspect, re-rolling wounds on the Necropolis Stalkers. First off, the Dread Falcons, 3 attacks, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Hitting on 4s, only 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. No wound, re-rolling. Wounding on 3s, rend 2.
So, directly into there. And that was 2 damage each, right?
Yeah, 2 damage each.
Into there. Save.
No save, both of them are gone.
Yeah.
There we go, they're gone over there. Your turn to fight with Belacor.
It is Blade of Shadows.
Blade of Shadows into the Kavalos Deathriders.
He has 7 attacks on that, with that because he lost 4 life. Normally 8 when he...
Oh, he's a bracket model? Nice. That's good for me then.
Hitting on 3 plus.
Hitting on 3s.
Yeah. So...
That's pretty good already.
Yes.
Wounding.
On 3s.
Hitting on wounding on 3s again. That's nice, all of them.
Rend 2.
Rend 2s.
2 damage each.
Saving on 6s first.
Yes.
No saves, and I have to check Deathless Warriors to see how it works. Just a second. 6-up Feel No Pain from Deathless Warriors. Nope, none of them. They take 8 damage. Ouch, so that's 2 damage there, 3 damage there, that's 5, and another 3.
Here, right?
Yeah, 3 of them die. Ouch, that hurt a lot. But they're still engaged, which is good for me, because we're now about to move into Christian's turn.
He has 2 more attacks.
Yeah, we still oh, he has 2 more attacks?
Yes.
Oh, they're probably about to die then. Yeah, bring the pain, bro.
3 plus, 3 plus.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 1.
Nothing.
No hit.
His last attack. Although, it's a 2 plus, 2 plus.
Hitting. Wounding.
Wounding. Yes. Red minus 3. 2 damage each.
Wow, well, 2 6-up Feel No Pains. I make it. Make 1. 1 damage.
Yes.
One of them goes to 2 health remaining. And I'm choosing the banner because the Hekatos we still want to keep. We still have another fight. We need my Mortek guard into the Bloodletters? Bloodletters, yeah. Coming up. All of them can hit, so that's 40 attacks into the Bloodletters. Hitting on 3s. Oh, this is crazy, and 6s explode into additional hits.
Yeah.
This is I think this is one of the biggest rolls I've ever made, except from when I'm playing Death Skull's Orcs in 40k.
I think that was a pretty bad roll, this for you.
Hitting on 3s, I'm supposed to hit about 21, 22.
Yeah.
So I think it's fine, because 6s are additional hits.
Yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 additional hits. That's 3, 5, 7. And we're just going to remove this and add a yellow die, just to make it easier to roll again. Greatblades wounding on 4s with rend 1. Wounding on 4s, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 saves at rend 1. 15 saves at rend 1. 15 saves at -1.
Yes. It's a 6+, and then after that, 6 plus feel no pain.
Yeah.
So I think there are some of them dying here.
Oh, you can make that one. Make that one.
Yeah.
It would have ended on a 6
Yeah.
if the thing had been there.
So I saved 3.
You save 3, and then you have feel no pains.
12 feel no pains.
12 feel no pains.
Is that unit dead? I think so.
You make a lot of saves. You made what, 3 saves?
Yes, so 1 will stay.
You think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 will stay.
2 will stay.
2 Bloodletters remain for the Soulcleavers to reach.
Yeah. So sadly they will.
And here comes the 4 Soulcleavers. Soulcleaver Greatblade attacks.
Yes.
Also hitting on freeze, but not exploding. Wow! They will probably survive. You're supposed to have 2 left, right?
Yeah.
You made me. Wounding on 4s with 3s as well with this one. It wounds. There's a save at -1 for 1 damage.
So 6/6.
6 save.
6?
Nope.
And a 6.
Nope. It
One
dies. And 1 more dies.
The leader, because then I have the banner left.
That is a very productive turn for the Mortek God. Damn. That's the end of the combat phase, turn 2. I think we have some battle shock over here.
Yes.
With the Corn Bloodletter.
I make a satch here because I have the banner.
Yeah.
So on a 1, it's an automatic success.
Yeah.
And I can return some slaying models.
Oh, yeah.
It's such a satch, but I think the unit would die.
Yeah.
Almost anywhere.
Gambling it away. Let's go.
A 6.
A 6. Nope. Definitely. It runs away.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Bloodletter. You
Yeah.
will not be missed. I think that's it. I gain another point.
Battle shock for them.
I don't think they can actually fail it, but let's be right back. End of my turn 2. I gain another victory point, putting the score to 2-0 as we go into turn 2 for the Legion of the First Prince. Let's see how it pans out. Christian's hero phase.
I get 2 command points because I still have my general over there.
Yeah, that's true.
I will cast some spells in this turn. Yes, I'm starting getting my 3 points, of course. Up to 3 hero points.
Command points?
And he will cast his War Scroll spell.
Yep.
It has range 26.
Yep.
On an 8, it succeeds.
Yep.
It succeeds. You cannot unbind him.
Nope, not at this time.
Has range 26. Deal D6 mortal wounds. And run and charge.
Who do you target?
Him, sorry.
You're targeting him?
Yeah.
I'm going to spend a relentless discipline point to negate that on a 2-up. Negate.
Exactly. Yes. Then he cast the Arcane Ball.
Arcane Bolt
Yeah, on
on
them.
the skeletons.
Yes. On a 5+.
Goes off.
Okay.
On a 5-up, I negate. Negate!
Yes.
Go Flux Myriad. Null Myriad.
He cast the Arcane Shield on himself.
Bellacore casts something at you. Yeah.
Succeeds on 7.
I can unbind. I have +2 to unbind.
Yes.
So I need an 8 on the dice. Again, a 6, that's 8.
So,
Unbind.
Yes. And he want to cast nothing more because nothing else. Oh yeah, his own War Scroll.
He can't he still Arcane Bolt those as well? No, it was. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's not Smite.
Yeah.
It's worse. Poor Age of Sigmar not
He
getting the
will
good
cast
default
his
spell.
own War Scroll spell on them. It's give them -1 on their wound.
Ugh, I don't like that. It's not worth a relentless discipline point, but
On an 8, it succeeds.
unbind roll. You're on an 8, so I'm unbinding on a 7 on the dice. It's only a 6. Ah, okay. So 5 up, negate. Negate. Go on, Myriad. Oh, damn, that's a good passive ability.
Go to movement.
So your hero phase, you do nothing.
Yeah.
That's
Like your first, okay?
Yeah, that's like wicked. Moving into movement for Christian will be right back. At the end of Christian's movement phase, the horrors have moved around over here, coming ever so much closer to fire at the Mortek guard. The giant red thingy, I can't remember, what's it called?
Verminlord.
Verminlord is moving closer to the Mortek guard. And Bellicor is remaining stationary. Coming in, summoning!
Come on, a good summoning roll here.
4-1-1, that's a 7. Nope, no summoning.
And he takes a mortal wound.
Oh, because there's doubles. Oh, wow, that's so bad. He's down to 9 wounds right now. That's pretty poor. Coming up, Christian's shooting phase. Shooting phase, horrors.
The blue brimstones first. The blue brimstones.
Blue brimstones. Yeah, the brimstones.
Have one shooting, one shot each.
One shot each.
Yeah. Hitting on 5, wounding on 4s.
Hitting on 5s, wounding on 4s. There's a whopping 5 hits, I think. 6 hits.
3 hits. Wounding.
Hitting on 5s. Oh, wow, yeah.
On 4s.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 and wounding on 4s.
All of them.
All of them wound. And in rent.
Nothing.
Saving on 3s. Failing all of them. 5-up Deathless save. One of them makes. I lose 2 models.
Blue horrors.
Blue horrors.
2 attacks each with shooting.
2 attacks each with their shots.
So, also hitting on 5s and wounding on 4s. This one was a hit. This one, and this one. So, pretty okay for a shooting army.
Yeah, that's okay. It's like the only shooting in this entire match. So yeah.
Yeah. And wounding on 4s.
Wounding on 4s. That's a very good roll.
Okay, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
All of them wounded.
This is like a turning point because if you keep hitting and wounding and I keep failing, then my plans are failing. Saving on 4s. I make 3.
Yes.
And then I feel no pain at 5 still. Wow, none of them make it. Oh, I lose another 3. Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Poor skeletons. The tail is shooting 6 inches.
Yes. Hitting on 3+. Wounding on 3+.
2 of them make it.
Yeah.
And then wounding on 3s.
Rend 1.
Rend 1. So I'm saving on 5s. Make 1.
1 damage each.
And feel no pain at 5. Nope. Another one goes down.
Then he have an orb.
Oh god, I misplaced these so bad. Can I do this? Yeah, I can do it like this.
He have once per turn, he can throw his orb. I forgot to put the orb on it. I have magnetized them, but I only took this arm with him.
Yeah, that's fine. We agreed before the game, so that's fine. He takes off, once per game you lose the orb, and then you do what, 6 mortal wounds?
D6 mortal wounds.
D6 mortal wounds.
Yes.
5 mortal wounds. Saving on 5s. 1, 2, 3. I only take 2. Oh, that's so important.
Yeah.
Right there. Right. Taking 2. I'm going to remove. We'll see in a moment. Christian is charging. Here's
The blue brimstones first.
Brimstone Horrors are charging.
I think it's 9 or 10 I need, but
8 is definitely not there.
probably not. Ooh,
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah. You make it. Move them. Blue Horrors are charging as well. They need an 8 to make it.
Hopefully 12.
Nope, a 7. Nope.
I have.
You have 1 point left, I think.
Oh, I have 2 and 1 from last turn, so 3, and 1 from his ability. I forgot.
Oh, yeah. So you had 4.
Yes.
So you're spending 1.
Yes.
Command point reroll. On the charge, down to 3 command points. 9. They make it. Verminlord charging. Let's remove these dice just to avoid any confusion. And 8. They obviously make it, but it's going over there.
So close to. Yes.
Fight phase. Where are you gonna fight first, Christian? At the start of the combat phase, my Mortek guard is spending a relentless discipline point for their shield wall ability. They reroll all saves this turn. And you've chosen to fight with Bellicor first?
Yeah.
4 hits.
Yeah, a little bit under average, but...
Yep.
And wounding.
Wounding on 3s.
So... That's...
1 miss. 3 saves.
-2.
Saving on 6s. No save. 6 up feeling of pain for...
2 damage each.
2 damage each. I don't think I can make this one. 3 saves. That's 6 saves.
Yeah. Everything can happen in dice games, so...
Yeah, let's see. Rolling. I make 1 of them. I think my Deathriders are very, 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 very dead.
Yeah.
But they did what I sent them there to do. Coming up next, fighting with Mortek guards. Mortek guard are of course splitting their attacks, and after pile-in, it's looking like this. It's so close to breaking coherency, but we measured up, we're just within. I'm gonna start with the attacks into the Verminlord. We have 2 Soulblade attacks, and they're hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s with rend 1. So hitting on 3s, no! Okay, and now the regular Soulblade attacks, in which 6s explode into additional hits. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s. Hitting on 3s, so that's pretty decent, and we're getting 1 additional hit, so wounding on 4s. That's pretty good. 4 saves at rend 1 against the Verminlord.
I have a 5+ then. Normally 4+, and then rend 1, so 5+.
5+.
1 saves. How much damage each?
1, so 3 damage.
Yes. He has the artifact that gives him +1 to
Yeah.
the save. So 5+.
5.
Demon save. So he takes 2 wounds.
Yeah, 2 wounds taken. And he's at 12 health post that attack, so now we are doing the 2 Greatblades into the horrors over here. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. 1 hit. Wounding on 3s. Wounding. Rend 1, damage 1.
So I normally have a 6+ and directly to the...
Yeah.
It was the brimstones, right?
Yep.
1 brimstones die.
1 brimstone dies. And then the rest of the attacks over here. We have pre-measured. I think we had ended up at 9 or 10 or something like that.
Yeah.
Pre-counted and assembled into pools. This many. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 4s, render 1. Hitting on 3s.
Yeah, that one hits.
Crooked. Wounding on 4s. 2 saves at -1 on the brimstones.
So no save again, and the demon save.
Nothing. 2 brimstones go down.
So Trees is dead.
Yeah. Verminlord into the Mortek guards.
You have 6 attacks on 3+, 3+.
3+, rend.
No, 3+, 2+, rend 1. D-triggered 3 wounds.
Oh, that's nasty. Well, we'll see. 3+, 2+. You actually fail 4 attacks?
Yeah.
That's pretty good for me.
Yeah. And 2+.
2+. Both of them.
Rend 1.
Saving on 5s. No saves.
D3.
D3 apiece.
Comes out 2 6s.
That's 4 wounds, saving on 5s. Oh, we forgot something. Those 2 wounds I failed, re-rolled because of shield wall. Made both of them, no wounds.
No wounds, sadly.
Yeah, no wounds on him. Moving into the... Does he have another melee attack?
No.
Then it's time for the horrors to pile in. We'll be back after that. Blue horrors are attacking the Mortek guards.
Yeah. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Base to base ish. Close enough, I think. He is 7.
Yeah, 7. 7 blue horrors.
So they are hitting on 5s.
Hitting on 5s.
Hitting on 4s. They are so shitty in combat, but sometimes they are surprisingly
No hiss!
not here.
Wow, okay, moving to brimstones.
Yes.
Here we go. 14 attacks from the brimstone horrors into the Mortek guard. Hitting on 5s, wounding on 4s.
Yeah.
Hitting on 5s, wounding on 4s.
So horrors are getting better and better in melee, but worse and worse in shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
better than the blue
make up
ones.
for the one before. I think it's a little bit over.
Yeah, it's okay. 5 hits, wounding on 4s.
Yes. Okay.
That's 4 of them.
Yeah.
Any rend?
No rend.
Saving on 4s. Rerolling. Rerolling failed. 1 fail, 5 up, feel no pain.
Yeah.
Yeah. 1 dies.
We killed the point.
We're going to take the 1 in here to not break coherency. You killed 1 Mortek God with all of those attacks.
Yeah.
And that's it for your fighting phase. Coming up is Battle Shock. It's the end of Christian's second turn. There's no Battle Shock to be rolled because we are Ossiarch Bonereapers. But he did take care of my Death Chargers over here. I am at head still by 2-0, but we will see how it pans out. Let's roll off and see who gets to take the next round. 3-2. I get the first turn, definitely.
Second.
Coming up next, Ossiarch Bonereapers, turn 1. I gain 2 Relentless Discipline points because I still have, turn 3, I still have both of my heroes. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 units left, so rolling dice and 5-ups give me additional discipline points. 3 additional, we're still at 5 Relentless Discipline. So good. Coming up is my hero phase, and we are going to use this one to give your Verminlord -1 to wound until my next hero phase. And then I'm going to decide on spellcasting. Hero phase, Arkhan The Black is going to spend a Relentless Discipline point to grant himself an extra 6 inches of range to all of his spells, and then he's going to buff these so much. First of all, he is going on a 6+ to cast Empower Battle Shield thingy. Once again, so they can reroll all save rolls on a 6. That's a 13. Do you want to try this spell?
No.
No? Oh, really? Why not? And then he's going to empower their Nadritie weapons as well on a 6. That's a 7, that's a 9. You wanted this spell?
I will try with the Bellicor.
Try with Bellicor. I'm on a 9.
No.
Nope, it goes off. Now their 5s are exploding into additional hits. So these are very, very buff. And then he's going to cast Arcane Command for 5. No. Oh, damn it. I'm so scared that you'll just run up and kill him with Bellicor.
Yeah, he's
So I'm thinking if I do Protection of Nagash, but I'm a gambler and I want more points to play with, so we'll do Arcane Command on a 5-up. I gain D3 additional Relentless Discipline points. That's a 7, that's a 9.
Yeah, we will try.
Nope. Regaining D3 Relentless Discipline, gaining 2 Relentless Discipline. That's pretty good. I'm up to 6 as I move into my movement phase. At the end of the Ossiarch Bonereapers movement phase, the Mortek Guard have moved over here.
No, they haven't moved.
No, they haven't moved over here. They're staying. Yeah. The Liege-Kavalos is moving up to deal with Bellicor, with the Necropolis Stalkers coming in to assist him. And Arkhan has finally made a move and is now holding on to the objective over here for me. We're going to go in directly into charging because I still don't have any shooting. Arkhan needs a... Liege-Kavalos needs a 3-up to make the charge. Yeah, an 11. He's definitely in there. And his ability will then inflict some mortal wounds with unstoppable charge. I rolled 11 on the charge roll. I'm just going to nudge him over here. So he has now made it. That means I roll 11 dice, and for each 6, Bellicor takes a mortal wound.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Sixes are mortal wounds, right? Yeah, 6 are mortal wounds. There are 2 mortal wounds for Bellicor.
On a 6+, I saved them. Nothing. You take 2.
You take 2 mortal wound, going down to 7 health. Necropolis Stalkers are charging, they need a 4. They get a 6! They're definitely in as well.
Yeah.
His sword is in the way. There we go. Widget, and there we go. And that's it for charging. At the beginning of my combat phase, my Liege-Kavalos is going to expend a point on himself to do Endless Duty, granting him +1 to all of his attack characteristics. Coming up the first fight of my turn, my Liege-Kavalos into Bellicor. The Commander's Blade that has been turned into the relic that auto wounds on hits and on 6s No, on hit rolls. He auto wounds on hit rolls and can't be negated for his wounds. Hitting on 3s, he has 4 of these because of his command ability that I used just before. Hitting on 3s, all of them wound. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8 damage to Be'lakor. Feel no pains. Cannot work, 8 damage.
He's dead and he's not inside of anything he can send it to, so he's dead.
Be'lakor goes down.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Prince of Darkness. Okay, so Be'lakor goes down.
Yeah.
And we just talked. There is very no way that Christian can get back into this.
Yeah. He cannot summon anything, so I cannot... My plan was Be'lakor to survive, but the last summoning I should succeed with didn't succeed, so I think I'm dead here.
Yeah.
I cannot go up on enough points, so...
Yeah, I'm ahead by 2. Arkhan's gonna get me to 3.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be a 0, most likely, because I have all the rerolls and such over here. He's not going to move anywhere. I think that's it. We'll see you guys in the post-game in a few minutes. That was the game, Christian.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I thought it was... when we started, I already thought about making it a fun list. So, not flopping up on 20 pink horrors in which... because with 20 pink horrors, I think if they always was within 9 of Be'lakor, he wouldn't... probably never die, I think.
Yeah, it would have been a lot more difficult to kill him, that's for sure.
So, but I wanted to have all the different units, core units I could have in that list for fun today. Be'lakor also have a healing ability when my opponent fails his bravery. And against Ossiarch Bonereapers, no.
Yeah, Bonereapers can't fail.
So
that's so sick.
Yeah, so that's... I hoped a little bit in turn 2 in turn 3 for the double turn.
Yeah.
Because then I think I could win, but sadly the dice doesn't want that. I couldn't kill enough of his guards, so...
And really, I think one of the reasons I gained an advantage was the double turn. Even though, like, you actually had a big advantage because one of my heroes didn't do anything, like, nearly nothing for 2 turns. The one thing Arkhan actually managed to do was cast a buff on the Mortek guard. So if you think about it, I was playing with 360 points less than you. Like no interaction, no damage, no debuffs.
Yeah, and I can say I played with around 160 points or less because my horse was too slowly into the battle. But that's not.
I was actually thinking that when we were deploying, I was thinking why you would go there because I think in a map like this, when you're playing a battle plan like this, where only your heroes can hold points. What I did during deployment was I selected 2 objectives, the center one and the far left one for me, far right one for Christian, and I wanted to focus on those. Because when you're playing with small armies, I don't think you want to spread yourself too thin in any game. Because then you would end up like this and lose a couple of forests. Although I don't think they could actually have changed anything, because they're shooting, they wouldn't be able to target anything, everything's in melee.
Yeah, they can shoot at melee on the unit and melee with, so...
Yeah, but still,
Yeah, but they're not the greatest unit, but I love the split effect. It's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I think that's and the Verminlord. I was a little bit surprised how good he was. I have never played with Verminlords before, so
he did pretty good. Yeah, I think my MVP. I think for damage, it's the Kavalos Deathriders. Those horses, they abolished entire units of Daemonettes in a turn, and then they went on to deal a lot of damage to Be'lakor as well. But I think overall performance, it's probably the Liege-Kavalos. For one thing, he killed Be'lakor, right? And it's his command ability that actually allowed the other units to do so much damage. Because +1 to the attack characteristic, that's just insane.
I would say my MVP kinda is the summoned pink horrors. Because they kinda did what they should. Not entirely, but almost. I should also have been a little bit more aggressive in the start of the game. I'm not normally playing an aggressive army, I mostly play competitive Tzeentch. So I'm
Yeah,
not,
so you fortress up and do nothing.
yeah, and try to teleport my horrors around. I play the most boring list of them all. So
Yeah. Yeah, I also feel like I had a lot of good luck with the... first of all, there's the Flux Myriad, so spells never actually hit me.
yeah,
That's pretty good. And the Mortek guard are so difficult to kill once you get buff on those.
yeah,
Yeah, really.
yeah. They are definitely a good unit. I can see why people playing 40 of them.
Yeah, definitely. I'm getting some more. I think next month I'm buying some more of those, that's for sure.
But it's fun to play him, and I will come back and play him in 4K when he gets his 4K rules.
Yeah, definitely.
That will be a game with both Bellacore and Magnus the Red and and Mortarion, so that will be...
Okay, that's a big list.
Yeah. And Nurglings.
And Nurglings.
Yeah.
This was my first game with Bonereapers, as I started off saying. I think I really enjoy playing these. I've played some Age of Sigmar before, playing with Legions of Slanesh, Hedonites of Slanesh, which actually killed my boss for the game. I didn't want to play it anymore after that. And I've played some with Stormcast Eternals, but I've played the Sacrosanct Chamber, and it felt too silver bullety. This is more my playstyle. Like, this is an army that has decent rolls overall. They hit on force, wound on force most of the time. They don't have bad save. They're all saving on force, so they're very, very difficult to kill, right? You have the shields, and you have some very cool characters to play. I think if I wanted to like meta against this, I think I would probably have played. I know Null Myriad did something here, but I think I would rather play the Legion, where my opponent has -1 to wound rolls against me in melee.
Yeah, that could be pretty nasty also.
Yeah, in Age of Sigmar, I think.
Yeah. I learned a lot about this army. I will probably only play it as a fun army, not for tournaments or anything. I don't think it's that strong. I like all the buffs and all that stuff, but in Age of Sigmar, Battleshock is almost not existing anymore, because everything has 10 plus or more, or buffs to, or ignore the Battleshock, or something like that. So it's often we don't see Battleshock. So that's, I think, very sad in the game, because
Yeah, because it's like a mechanic we're losing. But right now, today, actually, we might see some new Age of Sigmar later. We don't know. Like we're recording this on the 8th of May, and we're waiting for tonight. The Warhammer Fest concludes, and we'll see if there are any good news. I'm still rooting for a third edition, but by the time you're viewing this, you'll know if what I'm doing. Well, that's it, folks. That was it for our first ever Age of Sigmar battle report. Make sure you leave some constructive criticism down in the comments. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more. And that's actually it for today. So I've been Alex.
And I was Christian.
And this was our war game. So and well, that's it for today, folks. I've been Alex.
I'm Christian.
And this was our war game.